So the 5 books of Moses, right, is the Torah. Look at this picture here. It's basically got these Torah books as like a mountainside here, right? Yeah. So the Moses looking up at them and all that. See, that one's either Lorah or something, you know, like the cow idea and all that. It's all juiced up, whichever way you gone at it. There you go, and there's your Mount Olympus idea, and it become the 5 books of the Torah. You got Torah, we just added an L, and you got all it. Of course, that's to do with this, it's Babylon the Great, and back to drinking cups idea, right? Again, you know, like whichever angles you come at it from, you always arrive at the same thing, which is trans medicine program. See, I tell you over a whole lot. So like, that'll be the same as clothe yourself with the armor of God type of idea. This one's they met him a woman with the attire of a harlot and subtle of heart. So you know, it all comes from the same thing. And look what this is, Revelation 17, right? That's Revelation 17, and that's number 5 in Hebrew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He. So you got that thing about the she is attired like a harlot, and then you got the he, the 5 books of Moses. 17 comes here. It's here. Same as here, Jude. Revolution. You see what I mean? A revolution. You're always going back to the same thing. You're revolving, like you know, like obviously the idea of the Buddha spin and globe thing, you know, where it all revolves, because it always takes you back to the same place. You know, if something's revolving like that. You see what I mean? So it doesn't go anywhere. It just comes back around the same place. So no matter what, then where you go, you arrive back at the same thing type of idea. See what I mean? So again, you know, you'll be back to the pentagram idea, you know, they're pent up, pent inside. Yeah, type idea, right? Of course, when you point out one down, point out one down, and of course you back to that one, that Baphomet thing and all that thing. So it's all very much linked. Again, that's relating to Moses idea again, you know, it's all linked up. Basically Jewish type of maze, you know, mental maze or something. Of course, that's why when you've got a 6-point idea, it's one more, like it's one more sense, you know, they call it the 6th sense type of thing. So they're sort of one up on doers like who are trapped inside a 5-point idea or something, you know what I mean? It's to do with that. So back to this type of Ishtar, you know, that's a very Jewish idea. And it becomes the goddess of love, war and fertility. So again, the day with trans program. And Ishtar, that, you know, that movie, which is very famously a Jewish movie, with Dustin Hoffman. And the 5-pointed star is the symbol of this Ishtar goddess, which is, of course, it's also the symbol of Islam and all that. Like, see, technically Islam and Judaism is basically exactly the same thing, like, you know. Absolutely, like, you know. You see, that's the curse of Ishtar. You know, being sort of, you know, like bound or pent, see, on your 5-pointed star. when Jews have a 6-pointed star, obviously that means they're sort of freed from this curse or something. See, you have 6 in Hebrew, Shishor, represents 6-letter Hebrew alphabet, Vav, 4, war. So the whole idea of the 6-pointed star become war, the hex, the mental war idea. And the word for 6 is Shishor. River plus beyond 5. See what I mean? So it's like how the idea of having one more than the normal 5, So you can take the 5 as like 5 senses or 5 limbs, that type of thing. And these are sort of got one more sense type of thing, the one up. It's a one-upmanship idea, see? Like a superiority, the thing that better. See what I mean? By usage of this transliquid what they use, you see what I mean? It's to deal with that. It's to make a superior man idea, what to think on all that, see? Let's see, there says the marriage of male and female is a joining, like the joining, the carpenter, the carpenter. And then the animals and mankind were created must be on the 6th day. So you see what I mean? Mankind created on the 6th day again is to deal with Jewish trans program. The 6th day creation is very much a big aspect of that Judaism. The pinnacle of his creative work, humans hew the serpent. Made on the 6th day creation. Again, referencing that trans program. Give life to all kinds of tame animals, wild animals and reptiles. Again, that's metaphorically, to give life to tame animals. The tame animals who they have tamed. Right? It's referencing the people, but calling them animals. It's the ones what they have selected, like natural selection. So after the 7th day it must have been like something bad, but the 6th day is the creation of the human peoples. So it's simple as with this natural selection thing. Is where these Jews are selected from the natural people, right? Servants and slaves and all that, right? So selected from the naturals, the ones which they've took into their program, made them, transes like themselves. And that becomes evolution. That becomes the concept of evolution. Populations of living organisms adapt and change, right? Because obviously the prevailing idea about this is that lizards evolve into monkeys or then evolve into men or whatever, and it just doesn't happen, does it? Lizard stays a lizard, and a monkey stays a monkey, and then like a giraffe or something stays as a giraffe. It don't evolve into another type of animal or something. See what I mean? So it's the day again, it's metaphorical. To deal with their trans program. The survival of the fittest idea becomes to deal with their trans program. See what I mean? It's to deal with it being in their trans program and all that. Not to deal with natural ideas about what happens in the natural world, see? Obviously they're liars, you know what I mean? Species is to change and over time. It doesn't happen unless you modify them or mutate them or whatever, using like transliquid, which is what it's all about. It's the idea. Select the naturals and then give them the transliquid, you know what I mean? So when you got that Shishor thing meaning 6, because they got a name Shor, there, like the wash, like the great unwashed. The great unwashed become non-transers, right? And the shisha becomes the show. Like it's Robert Shaw, for example, Cymbeline, Jews, he was in the film Jews. From Russia with love, like Ukraine with trans program, from the Ukraine with trans portion. So this character was a Jew now, basically. Definitely trans. Died at 37. So classic Jewish stuff, Shaw performing Elijah He watching over Israel, He 5 again, Elijah He watching over Israel. Pastor Robert Shaw. Really military officer. The diamonds produced by Yoram Globus, Menahem Gulen. Again, the Shisha, the Shisha, the 6. Eddie Shaw, educated at Karachi Grammar School. Must be half Indian or something. Full Jew and half Indian. When you have these hookah pipes, which are obviously sort of Middle Eastern or something like that, African or something. Called shisha as well, they're called shisha pipes. Of course you can smoke like any type of substances through them and all that, so get something to do with the trans, these were developed for the trans type of idea of ingesting trans, medicine, Shisha pipe, 6. I just remember that song, like that famous song, by Charles Aznavour. I just remember that French song from years ago. And it was, it was a very famous tune at the time, it was called She. I was thinking if that's to do with the hex, like for example, got the 5 as he. Jewish, so the she becomes 6. So maybe these are all transes. So maybe the 6 is referring to the she underneath the. So they've got a 6th sense. But if you've got a 5, which is he, maybe the 5 is referring to the 4 limbs plus a penis. Because a different penises type of idea. So maybe it's thinking that they're transes, right? If it has an extra sense by not having the sort of working penis or something. Just a type of possibility they got to just thought it put there. She, I remember that, and of course, he thought it was a good woman. He probably put it, they're transes, Jews. This Shin priesthood thing obviously becomes like Jews. But obviously Shin is the 777. Maybe you've got like a bit of a reference to the 6 in there as well with the she, the Shin priesthood. So maybe it's referring to their own trans Jews idea. Like obviously the men and women of different positions. Like in a Jew society, they do different things. So the Shin is referring to the 777 code and also the 6, which is obviously both Jewish ideas. 60s, 11s, so that's like a polarisation. Maybe it's a polarising men and women type